January 8th. January 8th, 2023. I've been on my workouts. And it feels good. This video series holds me accountable like nothing else. I do need to increase my food intake, but I'm trying. A little bit of health information. Your gut is directly connected to your mood. There are these sodas called Poppy, and on the can it says it's good for gut health. You know, I'm not sure how healthy it is overall, but my girl started drinking these sodas, and I started drinking them, and man, I'm a huge fiber guy. You know, I'll eat hemp seeds inside and outside of the shell, and I'll combine the two, you know, and it makes for some pretty fabulous tools. Some fabulous tools as a result of eating the hemp seeds inside and outside of the shell. But you know, the poppies contribute to that as well. You know, you get some prebiotics. Out of the poppy drinks. Consume those poppy drinks, man. I strongly recommend it. Since I've been drinking them, I haven't had an off mood. I haven't had a day where my mood has been off. You know, if you like eat some dumb stuff, if I eat some dumb stuff, either that day or the next day, you know, my mood is just gonna be off. You know, just lets me know that, you know, my gut is dealing with that. But anyway, we're in January, kind of coming into the second week, and the life is good, man. I was watching Delroy Lindo videos. He came across a movie he was in called First Time Felon, and he's some type of drill sergeant in the movie. Treach is in the movie. Omar Epps is in the movie. This came out in 1997, and I'm a kid in 97. There's this scene with Omar Epps and Delroy Lindo in the closet, and I'm watching this scene today, and to me, you know, this scene was ahead of its time, because what Delroy Lindo is talking about is things that I completely agree with. Omar's character and Treach's character are two like thug dudes. And I hope I don't sound corny saying this. Probably will sound corny, but you know, they're in the thick of their thug. You know, they're in it fully, you know, still, you know, beefing with rival gang members and things like that. And before these two characters go into the closet Omar Epps does like a gun sign with his hands behind the head of a different drill sergeant. Delroy Lindo sees it. So when they go into the closet, man, check out. I'm not going to explain that. Check out that scene. Check out that scene. You know, come back if you want. Pause this video if you want, but check out that scene, bro. Like I agree with everything he was saying. You know. You know, there's a difference between black people and ninjas. I can't stand ninjas. And when I was a kid, I was on the side of Omar Epps, especially when he said, you know, he's gonna come back and smoke Delroy Lindo. I thought that was justified. But today when I watch that, I'm able to see how out of it Omar Epps is, you know. Because this guy said what he said, or because he's the way that he is, you feel like you need to come back and kill this man. When this man is speaking the absolute truth. You know, this guy said, you look at me like I'm the Uncle Tom. But you're the Uncle Tom. Why? If you can imagine racist people of any other race who don't like black people, I bet their favorite black people are the ones who are killing other black people and who are selling drugs to other black people and who are perpetuating everything that goes on in those poverty-stricken areas. How could you not love them? How could you not love a rapper talking about, you know, taking prescription drugs and, you know, gun violence, and, you know, other artists glorifying, you know, drinking alcohol and things like that? That if you have a member of another race saying that, you know, it's looked at completely different. But how are you not the Uncle Tom, or whatever you want to label that as, when you promote this? When you kill people that look like you, you know, that's easy to do. When instead of moving forward with that message, you know, what about a message of, you know, getting therapy? Or a message of feeding the hungry, or a message of improving your neighborhood? That doesn't even sound right when you rap about it. Think about that. A positive message, when rapped about, doesn't sound right. It sounds off. It sounds corny. There's another video with Leor Cohen. I saw this video when, you know, Kanye West was being demonized. And on the show The Breakfast Club, they asked him about that, like, about that message being spread. Go check out his answer. But I just thought it was interesting that, listening to this guy's message, man, at the time I was 13 or 14. It's like about 24 years later, 24, 25 years later. And I completely agree with Delroy Lindo. But that's it, man. I think that's the end of this video today. Check that video out. Who is the true sellout? Imagine you have a large family and you have a really large family, and you have certain family members telling the majority of your family members through music to kill each other. And you have some of your family members selling a lot of your family members drugs. And you see those family members hooked on drugs. And you have, outsiders that aren't a part of your family who don't like your family. I hope this message is getting across, man. I'm a little tired today. I worked out kind of hard. I'm starving. But stick with it. Stick with your goal. It's my goal this year to monetize my interests, become better at chess, and build an insane body. And I'm on track. But if you think of, again, going back to this Delroy Lindo thing, I just want to get this point across. You have your team, and you have people who are clearly against your team. They speak on the demise of your team, but they are covert. Who from the members of your team is going to Colombia to grind down the coca leaf to get cocaine so that you can make crack? Who from your neighborhood is going to Colombia? Who from your neighborhood is going to Afghanistan to the poppy fields? Who from your neighborhood is creating prescription drugs? Who from your neighborhood is manufacturing weapons? The schools don't do a good enough job to prepare you for that. Who's finishing school in these poverty-stricken areas? You got the worst schools, but you got guns and drugs. Where is that coming from? You know what I mean? And you got people who look like you on television telling you to get these guns and get these drugs. How are they not the enemy? Hypersexualization. But that's a different topic. That's a different topic. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with sex. I'll step away from the sex part. But the violence perpetuating the violence and the killing. And, you know, the drugs, you know, you're in a horrible situation. To make it better, you're going to need your strength. What's sapping your strength? Marijuana, alcohol, smoking and drinking. If you're going to grow your mind, you need to listen to mind-growing information. And, you know, I've listened to some really good hip-hop. Being in a situation where that was like the only thing that I was really tuning into for a minute, you know what I mean? Shout out to David Banner, man. You know, because I used to watch those Smack DVDs, and it was my favorite part of the Smack DVD was when he would start speaking. But yeah, man. January 8th. January 8th. Today could be day 1 or 2 or 3. It's day 8 for me. Ultimate Warrior said, doesn't matter what you've done in your life, the mistakes that you've made, or how many mistakes you've made up until this point. What you have at this point is today. And you can start to make corrections today.